Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Healing Hearth. My name is Elizabeth. This is Gomez, and we are here to do a collective reading for the month of December 2021. However, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this message, it is for you. If you're a first-time watcher, welcome. I'm so grateful to have you. I hope that you find something beneficial in this video, some sort of message. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you. Thank you so much for the love and support, the likes, the subscribes. If you haven't yet already, feel free to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to follow me on Instagram, The Healing Hearth LLC. I will tag it in the description. And with that, I think we should get started and ground our energies. So if you place both feet firmly on the ground, roll your shoulders back. Deep inhale. And let it go. Imagine a set of roots growing from your feet and from your root chakra, reaching ever deeper into Mother Earth Gaia. Each inhale, those roots stretch further down into Earth's core. And each exhale, the roots fortify, getting stronger. We inhale loving light, support, wisdom, beauty into our being, into our aura. And we exhale any negativity, any negative attachment, self-sabotage, self-doubt, self-betrayals, negative impressions of ourselves and of others, judgments we release. We call upon the masters, teachers, angels, ancestors, power animals, power beings, celestials into this space. We ask them for the highest, the brightest, the best information made available at this time or something better. We ask that this is a safe space to be protected. At this end of this reading, I want all my energy to return back to me, and each of the energies of people that I am tapping into return back to them. We ask for protection, for this to be a safe space. May that everyone feel a little bit lighter, a little bit happier, a little bit more understood and connected after this reading and through this reading. As we ground in deeper and deeper into the earth, we align with our soul star chakra above our crown. And we allow loving, white, bright, silver, gold light to pour down through us, through our beings, through all 7 chakras, to return back into the earth. Feel the love flow through you. You are eternal. We fortify everyone's angelic force to allow for a protective barrier of loving light, support, wisdom, compassion. So much love here. We ask Spirit permission to read and to do the work. Permissions granted. As I said, this is going to be a video where we are going to predict the month of December. I am using the Modern Witch tarot deck if anyone's interested in tarot deck shopping. I know I have a little bit of an obsession, but I like artwork, what can I say? So angels, spirit guides, ancestors, sentient beings, what is it that we need to know for this month ahead, for the collective that is collected here to watch this video, to connect here? I feel a lot of heart chakra, a lot of heart expansion, a lot of heart warmth. I think that we're going to have a lot of meaningful communications, a lot of long overdue communications that are a little bit tough, that we've been avoiding for a while, but once we have them, it's just going to open up this big light. It's going to make us a lot lighter, feeling a lot more connected to each other. I see green. We might be trying to eat more vegetables before the big holiday feasts come around and someone's focusing on their well-being. I also see the green is also the heart chakra. So it's a lot of really loving energy, a lot of loving memories that are to be made this month. and to be sure to keep in that center, right? For our energy, I got the Temperance card in the reverse. There's been a lot of doubt up until this moment. Yeah, so, oh, okay. This is not a card. Ooh, throat chakra. That's those conversations. Okay, so I have Temperance in the reverse. I have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Oh my gosh, these are glossy. The Two of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Hierophant. This is kind of about wanting to make moves and not really sure how it's going to work out. Hierophant refers to higher learning, higher education. It can refer to job structures of industry, of corporate. And some people might want to be moving away from their corporate jobs to do something a little bit more heart-centered. This can also mean that you're wanting to educate yourself more. You're wanting to maybe go back to school, maybe read into subjects that you're interested in, but you just haven't put in the time and energy into it, but you're not really sure where to get started. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse just came out. So that's kind of like a need to nurture yourself. A need to nurture yourself, but not really knowing where to start, knowing where to focus. And it's hard because in this season, December is notorious. Well, I guess Hanukkah already started, so that's not fair. Hanukkah is currently happening right now. But with Christmas season, with the New Year, with Kwanzaa if you celebrate, or even the solstice if you're pagan, it can be a time of a lot of, regardless, there's a lot of commercialization that's happening, and there's a lot of noise and having trouble connecting to what actually feels good. It's a lot of shoulds and not wants on your behalf. It's a time of year that's kind of by society pulling you away from yourself and pulling you towards others, but to make the man money, and I think that's the corporate. We have the King of Cups and the Six of Wands in the reverse. We have a lot of wands here. We have 2, 9, and 6 of Wands. Knight of Cups being emotional communication. Oh, you got the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So 9, 9. 9 is the number of abundance. And when the 9 is upside down, it makes a 6. So it's a time, this is what's telling me to remember to be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more abundance and the more heart-centered activity that tends to surround you. You know, you're not so caught up in the lack mentality. This is also reminding me to be sure that you're grateful for the little things, even if things aren't working out in the way your ego mind wants it to remember it's do I have everything I need? Do I have everything I love? The Hanged One and the Death card in reverse. We have a lot of reverse cards. I think this is a major internal shift. This is kind of after a rebirth. I think some people have been a little bit, they feel new. They feel like a new skin. They have this new sense of self, and they're starting on this new path that's really exciting, and they're pumped about it. And it's this is telling me to be aware of your changes. Don't revert back to who you were before you started feeling this good. On the underside, it's going to be 5 of Wands. So this is look, they're all fighting. They're all fighting with each other. You are going to be fought. You are not showing up the way that people expect you to. But that doesn't mean that you have to go back to your new ways. The old you is dead. It's not coming back. You aren't going to be who people want you to be, people expect you to be. Why bother? You know what I mean? You're so much happier. And this was so angelically guided. The Temperance card is this beautiful angel with red wings and the sun rising in the background, right? She has 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on the water. It's you're more connected to your body, you're more connected to your physical, but you're also more connected to your emotions. You don't let them run your inner script anymore. Your truth. And with the Temperance, I want to say witch, but I know it's an angel. But it's this very, red is the color of the root chakra. It's our stability. It's our security, our sense of security, our sense of self. And with this on an angelic presence, it's I am finally home. But with all these reverse cards, it's I feel finally home with myself. But with the Hierophant showing up here as one of the only uprights, like the other upright is the Nine of Cups, right? These are the only two uprights that came out of the deck, you know. So I'm taking this as like your physical world, right? Is that you are seeing your efforts paying off. You have put in the work to yourself and you are proud of yourself and you have just started this whole new path. And with all these reverse cards, it's like this internal portrait that's painting, right? We have the Two of Wands. I picked up the Temperance card and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's like you want to make moves, like you're really excited to make these moves, but it's like you're kind of holding off. Like it doesn't feel like the right time to make major life choices right now, but that's okay because you know 9 and 9, you know that when you do, it's going to pay off. It's going to be really abundant. It's going to bring new people into your life. It's going to bring new experiences into your life. But unfortunately, when that happens, to bring in the new, you kind of have to let go of the old. And where does that start? You have to choose to not engage in fighting. This is also reminding me when you go to like your grandparents' house or like your family's house, whatever, for like holiday seasonal meals, people are going to be like, when are you going to get married? When are you getting a boyfriend? What are you doing with your job? And you're realizing you're going to have these like really awkward conversations coming up. But it's not like awkward for you, you know, it's just gonna be awkward for them because like once you tell them, they're not gonna know what to do. They're gonna be like, what? They're gonna feel a little bit blindsided. Six of Cups in the reverse, they're gonna try and make you revert back to who you were. They're gonna be like, do you remember when you were a little girl or little boy or whatever? It's like this funny cutesy story, and it's like, she's not here anymore. New phone, who this? New phone, who this? That's not who I am anymore. Death card. You're just totally reborn. And you have to respect that, right? Because it's part of respecting. Oh, and the Empress came out. The Empress. Empress. I love this for you guys. Because this is standing in your power, knowing who you are, and letting your good experiences, your good new experiences come to you. Right? It's like you're not trying, you just effortlessly are. This is also a very fertile card. Can you turn around, please? Come on, I'm in the middle of something. Thank you. Sorry. The Empress card is a very fertile card. So it's like, some of you might be thinking about starting a family, adding a new member to your family, adding a new fur baby to your family. Might be a new project, like you're really creative right now and you're really tapping into this whole like, oh my God, what do I want to do? What do I want to be? Because I know the 9 and the 9, I know that my options are boundless. It's whatever I want to create for myself. Yeah, don't shy away from who you are now. You are so proud. Don't let other people's confusion kind of like dim your light to fade it out a little bit, right? Okay. Let's see what else we got. Any other messages that come through. I love that. I just feel like you're very confident right now. It's like you've earned your stripes. You know what I mean? You put in the work, you put in the diligence. Good on you, man. You do you. Someone's running a 5K. Someone wants to go running or pick up running or running a hobby. Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles that came out. We got the Four of Pentacles. Eight of Wands and the World card. That both came up reverse. I feel this in my solar plexus. Four of Cups. So you got 4-4. Both in the reverse. You know what's interesting? Is that 4 plus 4 is 8, first of all. Eight of Wands in the reverse is kind of stop. I heard stop and smell the roses. We tend to like kind of go into hyperdrive sometimes. I feel like there are a lot of anxious people, but it's like that are watching this video, a lot of anxious people, but they're not anxious because of themselves. It's like anxious to keep up with what's going on around them. With the World card in reverse, I feel like this is like very ancestral, a lot of family ties, but this is kind of like those that came before you, those that have passed on, are really with you at this time. Someone has a father figure, like a grandfather figure, that's showing up and is like trying to nurture you from the other realm, from the other side, to love you. There will be like weird instances that happen. I'm getting chills right now. There will be weird instances that happen where it's like all of a sudden like you just really crave their favorite food. I don't know if you have like an ancestral altar, but that might be something good to set up. What's that? That's like a little corner of your house or a table where you buy them fresh flowers, and you maybe put out like an extra cup of coffee in the morning once you brewed it for yourself, or pictures of them, or like a scarf that still that makes you think of them, that you have pictures of them in, something along those lines. But they're really with you, and they're here to say that they're really, really proud of how far you've come. It makes me really emotional. It's so loving. It's so touching. Like my entire body, my whole body is shaking. It's like almost like weak legs, like jello leg. Yeah, jello legs. But they're holding you up. They're supporting you. Four of Pentacles is like a very like held close. I'm seeing this as like a hug. A little hug from beyond. You're doing so great. Whoever you are, you're doing so great. We're so proud of you. I'd like some clarification on the Four of Cups, please. You were tired of beating everyone to the punch. Got the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups. And the sweatshirt says, over it. I'm over it. I'm tired of over preparing. I'm tired of being anxious. I'm tired of putting in too much. I want to stop. I want to do this. Let me. I'm tired of catering to you. Why do I have to be the one that's always prepared, that always has their 2 cents together? Why do I have to be the sensible one? Why do I have to be the parent? I'm the child. Why do I have to be the parent? Or like, who died and left me in charge? I didn't sign up for this. Like, why are you making me do this? Why do I have to feel so over prepared for this shit? Sorry. Sometimes we are. Six of Wands in reverse. You are kind of like the hero swooping in at the last moment to save everybody, and it's not really welcome. Being the good guy is not as romanticized as they make it in for the movies. But it's the moon. It's like, this is your calling. This is the light that you see in the darkness, that you're following, that no one else is really brave enough to. You have the guts. You have the spine. You have the legs to walk through this hard stuff, to put your foot down, to say no to bad behavior, to speak up for the little person who can't speak up, that you know won't speak up. You know what's cool about this card actually is that there's like a lurking little like shadow, like a shadow in the water. So it's like this is kind of a side of yourself, like being the bad guy, but your intention is being the good guy, and you are being the good guy. It's just kind of like you're raining on everyone's parade, and you know it, and it's like this shadow side to you, like a side that you don't necessarily appreciate when it comes out of you, but it's like, if I don't speak up, who will? You're being asked to embrace that at this time, to embrace being that boss, Queen of Pentacles. And it's kind of, this is a way, even though these are rough truths, This is a way of nurturing those around you. You're really like feeding your family. You're really healing a lot of stuff that other people frankly don't have the spine to follow through and speak to. The Emperor. The Emperor is about like integrity. The Emperor is like, no, I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I have value in what I said, and that deserves to be respected. It also means to respect yourself. In those moments where you have to speak up, be proud. You know, it's, yeah, it's just, I keep getting that, like, being the good guy doesn't always come off as being the good guy, you know? And the Page of Swords. People are going to be reading a lot more, wanting to, like, pursue more information. Maybe that's your way stepping away from the people, is kind of going into a book and, like reading. It's like, it's an escape. It's not a TV. It's not a zoning out. It's not scrolling. It's different. It doesn't strain your eyes with the blue light. And you're also like learning something. When you read something and you have to read it over and over again in your own timing, in your own cadence, sometimes things come together and you might have inspiration for other areas of your life at this time. And on the other side, it's the Five of Swords, right? Five of Swords is interesting because in numerology, 5 is kind of a tough number. It's like of struggle. But in this card where it's like communication, it's picking up the swords to prepare for battle, but there's no battle to be fought, right? Like, no one's actually going to challenge you. You just have anxiety that someone's going to challenge you. So you're trying to get, like, you're, like, fighting with people in your head. You're squaring away your arguments before they even happen. You're running the script. That's just not what it is. He's like, don't... If you do that, you're going to come at these conversations. It's going to be like bringing a gun to a knife fight. And it's like, whoa, I did not see that, because you're so defensive, you're so sensitive. But it's like, it's more than that. It's kind of like, the World card is like asking you to have a more mature view, because you're a lot more mature than a lot of people in your family, in your friend circles, in your friend family, in your workplace. Like, you are mature, and you see that. Like, you see this petty shit happening around, and you're like preparing, but it's once you prepare for that, you can't meet them at their level. You can't meet them at their level. You meet them at your level and give them the choice to rise up. Give them the chance to grow. Right? Because if you don't, then that's taking away their karma. That's taking away their lessons. And that's important to them. Challenging people is important. You know, no one really learns anything when there's no challenge. Justice card in the reverse. Be fair. This is karma. Justice card is karma. You might also have some legal issues coming up. See a lawyer. Have to talk to a lawyer. Have to talk finances, I feel like. Maybe like get an accountant squared away for before tax season comes around. This might be a final quarter for you if you have your own business. Because some people finish their fiscal year at the end of December, and then into January, like that's their new fiscal year, and then for January through March or whatever, they like get their paperwork squared away for their business. So make sure that that's all put in place. And I want to see if there's any last messages we got. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Oh, okay. We have Page of Cups. Oops, sorry. Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. We have that Strength card. And the Page of Wands. I'm seeing this as like any feathers you ruffle during this month, anyone that you kind of throw off, let people that want to walk away. Let the people who want to leave. The thing with the Five of Cups, I really love this card because it's kind of like she's mourning the the 3 cups that have spilled. She's not even noticing the 2 cups that are behind her. And in the traditional Rider-Waite, one of the cups actually has poison. So it's like you're doing yourself a favor by speaking up, by speaking your truth, but making sure that you come from a compassionate place. It's not a place of like, I told you so, or like, shut up and listen to me. It's a place of silent strength, right? Where it's like, no, I said what I said once. My intentions are pure. I want you to hear me, but I'm not going to, you know, it's kind of like, I'm not going to lower myself to your level, right? Because I just get the feeling, so the pages, you got 2 pages here. You have the Page of Wands upright and then the Page of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of like immature emotions coming your way. It's not about you. You kind of have to look at this as this is your fresh start. This is how I'm going to take my new reborn self moving forward. This is how I'm going to communicate. 6 of Wands in the reverse. This is a celebratory card. And so it's kind of like, it's going to be an internal celebration. People are not going to, you might have like the occasional like kind auntie being like, oh, good for you, I'm proud of you, you know, but it's like, it's really going to be like your pride for yourself, your pride in how far you've come. And their Temperance card came out again. Y'all have so much angelic protection. You have so much angelic protection. You are divinely protected. You just worry about being you to come from a heart-centered place. Talked about heart-centered stuff. And, you know, the rest will just heal itself. Sorry. There was one more that had to come. 4 of Cups again. Don't drink too much. Some of y'all might have serious hangovers if you drink too much this month. And maybe it's kind of like a elect to be sober coming up to the holidays. Okay, we got 8 of Swords and the Knight of Swords, both in the reverse. Of like, you're just not gonna care what people think. You're gonna allow yourself not to care what people think. You're not gonna allow yourself to doubt yourself because you know what you have to say is important. And you are not afraid to appear quickly and to like say those things that other people won't. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like a really big blessing. This is like a lot of empowerment for you. Like you're seeing the glass half full as like, yeah, I have value in things that I say. And you're behaving like it. And I love that. Alright, let's see if there are any themes for this month in the Psychic Tarot. This is the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. See what cards pop out here. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow! I called all... I love... You know, like, I know I'm good at this, but sometimes it's just really great to see the confirmational cards come out of other decks with, like, actual words. You know what I mean? It's just like, go me. We got transformation. This is this change. This is you have broken out of your cocoon and you are ready to fly. Fly. Be proud of that change. We have rejoice and celebration, getting together with family. See, they all have beverages, you know, like a lot of cheers, a lot of toasts. There's wisdom. There's wisdom in this change that you've made. And you've become smarter. You've become wiser. You're not going to behave the same way that you were. No matter how tempting it is. Temptation. No matter how tempting it is. Triumphant success came up in the reverse. Which makes me think this is an internal success. Like, you're going to be really proud of yourself for speaking up and speaking out for those who don't. Very, like, Aquarius vibes, which is all about, like, advocacy and community. And then on the bottom, we have the firm foundation. This is the root chakra. This is, you know, our family life. This is our security, our safety, where we feel most at home with ourselves, in our physical. Some people might be getting new furniture, might be doing some rearranging, some repainting. You might be considering getting a new apartment, but like doing you're more in the research stage right now. Yeah, so the card that I pulled out before, I just want to read this because it caught my eye. It says, this is like the intro card for the deck here. You are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. It's like super empowering. Super, super empowering. You know what, since I said empowering, I'm going to see what comes from my Fairy Magical Times Empowerment deck by Jody Bergsma. I just like this deck. And then I'm going to do a self-care at the end to see how we can care for ourselves for this month. So let's start with this empowerment card. Spirit, what empowering mantras do we have for the viewers here? We got friendship. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. I think this is kind of along the lines of, you know, people who you felt obligated to talk to, that you feel obligated to defend yourself. It's like almost easier to talk to them and like correct them because you know that the ones who love you won't judge you for your life decisions, who will actually encourage you. Partnership. Learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while love lasts. Maybe do some sweetheart time. Go on some dates. It's a stressful time. Make sure to show the ones that you're really close to. You know, before you get into your obligational plans, the ones that you're really close to, that you're really heart connected to, make sure to make time for them. To give them a little bit extra love, because everyone's feeling it, frankly. Creation. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. It's a hummingbird. Right? That's the fighting in your head. Be cautious of that. When you start fighting in your head, you might actually like wish it into being. It's kind of like the saying of like, worrying is praying for that which you don't want. Be cautious of be mindful of your thoughts, not cautious of your thoughts. You know, there's good wisdom there, but it's like, just be mindful of where it's going, and is like, is this really me, or am I, like, question your thoughts a little bit. When you get into that paranoid state, just like think about it. And mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. Right? So this is that Knight of Cups, that Page of Cups energy of like speaking from a place of, oh my god, speaking from a place of a connection, of emotion, of compassion. You know, it's like, not that what you're saying is mean, it's the truth and it's for everyone's best good, but it's like, make sure it's compassionate, you know, make sure it's like, it's not like an ego argument. It's not for like a, oh yeah, I'm better than you or something like that. It's like, no, you genuinely care. And people might claim that it's like, oh, you just think you're better than me? No. I'm telling you what you need to hear. Because you're crazy. But in a good way. I still love you. What I was saying, oh my god, about was the rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new rings. Rings? Someone getting married this month? Oh. I know who's getting married this month. Someone's getting married this month. I keep saying rings and partnership. Really exciting. Some people might have weddings coming up this month that they're going to go and celebrate. The Rejoice and Celebration card. Party hardy. Anyway, no matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past and accept positive change that is coming. This is your rebirth. This is that transformation. Be proud of it. You worked hard. You put in your hours. I forgot where the box was. And then last, how can we take care of ourselves this month? Ooh, I feel like a crown chakra pressure. Someone, maybe get a massage. I feel really tense in my back. Get a massage. Your eyes might be strained with the blue light again, so make sure that you look away at regular intervals and you let your eyes adjust. y'all. Bottle of the deck. Connect with your ancestors. Connect with your ancestors. That's that dad energy coming through. Got family, spending time with your family, appreciating the family. Some of you have a lot older relatives that aren't going to make it to the next holiday season, so make sure you appreciate that time. You have build strength. I get that this is like confidence strength, you know, empower yourself. We also have take a walk. It's like connecting with nature to reground yourself. We also have meditate. Allow yourself the stillness and the silence, right? Don't get caught up all in this ambient noise. And then we have make a meal. I said you were going to be trying to eat a little bit healthier before the big holiday feast. So do it. From a place of love, from a place of love. Don't do the emotional eating thing. You never feel good afterwards. It's never worth it. And you end up bloated with chocolate in your teeth and a little gassy, and then you don't fit into your pants. Just don't do it. You know it's not worth it. Take a walk instead. If you feel like eating chocolate about self-soothing by food, take a walk instead. Okay, and with that I thank you. Thank you for allowing me to hold space for you. I'm going to close out the circle. We thank all the angels, spirit guides, ancestors, teachers, power animals, the celestials that have come to fill this space. We thank you for your beautiful messages and allowing me to channel. I greatly appreciate being able to hold space in such an intimate and beautiful setting. Blessed be and blessed are. Go with spirit and go with great love. Bless everyone in this collective. Bless their homes, their modes of transportation, their families, their friends, their hearts, their souls, their chakras, their pets. I love you all. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Thanks. Bye.